Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Me again, of course, Brandon Wenzel. Come back at you, another offering off my sampler platter. Yes, indeed, folks, sampler review series V's I've been doing for a little while now. I go over there, try out food and drink items. I eat stuff, I drink stuff, then, folks, I'm gonna talk about stuff. I'm gonna let you know all that you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff. That time I'm doing this, folks, I'm not gonna lie. I think I might be wearing the most appropriate shirt that I could wear for this particular item. But we'll get to that. Folks, it's super simple format. I'm going to go over there, I'm going to try out food and or drink items for you. Whilst I'm doing so, I'm yammering on about it for a bit. Whilst I'm doing all that, I am inside my truck. And whilst I'm doing all that, folks, I wish I had a backwards hat for this. Oh, I'm wearing a super cool shirt. Folks, when I wear super cool shirts, I always like to highlight the super cool shirt. What super cool shirt am I wearing for today, folks? Happens to be my Limp Bizkit shirt, which I really like. One of two that I have. I actually got said shirts when I got to see them perform live several months ago. If you're unfamiliar with the band Limp Bizkit, they were one of the, I would still say still are, one of the biggest of the big nu metal bands. Up there with like Korn and Slipknot and, System. And for a while, you could maybe even argue that they were at the peak of that. Like, they really were kind of like setting trends and really kind of just doing whatever the hell they wanted. But as the nu metal genre kind of started to fade out and sort of, the early 2000s-ish and stuff like that, yeah, they kind of faded out with it. But, they kept trucking along and, they'd tease an album and then it wouldn't come out and then they'd say that it came out and it was on the internet. It was weird. But thankfully, in the last few years, actually finally did put out a new album. They even did some touring. I got to see them perform. It was awesome. I actually got some videos of their performance. Those videos are on the channel as well, just in case maybe you want to check them out. If nothing else, be more than happy to point you in the right direction as far as their music goes, because I think they're an incredible band. But anyway, what am I trying for you today, folks? What are we doing here? Why is this the most appropriate shirt to be wearing while I'm doing this? Well, folks, that's because we're doing... Boom! Steakhouse onion Funyuns! Yes! Oh, look at it. Let's get a thing for the thing before I forget, because I'm an idiot sometimes and I forget stuff. So let's do like that, and we'll do Funyuns! Here's the thing, folks. I love Funyuns. Here's the other thing, though. I have yet to enjoy a Funyun offshoot flavor. I'm not big on the Flamin' Hot Funyuns. I wasn't big on the queso Funyuns. I reviewed those. And then recently they had the collaboration with Maruchan, the cup noodle stuff. I wasn't huge on those either. I like the classic Funyuns, and it just seems like when they try to add shit to it, I'm not a big fan. But I have high hopes for this one, because they're Funyuns in onions. That has to work, right? And I do feel like wearing a Limp Bizkit shirt, yeah, it's like that's a thing that somebody eating this would do. One of my friends on Facebook pointed these out to me, and I've been trying to find them for like over a month, but finally ran into them at Walmart. Now I'm going to point this out, because I always point this out when it comes to doing like chips and snacks. Here's the bag, right? It's a big old bag, bigger than my head. I got a big head. But without taking a single Funyun out, that is how much we're actually getting, which is better than some things, but now it's much smaller than my big head. So, and don't try to sell me on this, oh, they have to do it because, for transportation. They don't. They admitted they didn't. Flat fucking out. So, but let's try out a Steakhouse Onion Funyun. Ooh. I think we did. I think we found a Funyun variant that I like. Yes, I like these. And I like them for basically the reason why I figured that I would. Which was that, unlike the other ones where you're trying to add shit to it, and it kind of fucks with the Funyun flavor, with this one, it's already a somewhat familiar flavor. You're just kind of layering it on top a little bit. It's just sort of mixing and enhancing. Okay. Yes, I like these. They have a much kind of bolder flavor. And I'm wondering, here's the thing, they call them steakhouse onions. Guess who hasn't been to a steakhouse in a long time? This guy. I think the last time I was at a steakhouse was for somebody's birthday. And I was like, I don't have any money. I'm poor. And they're like, no, you're good. We'll comp you. Not the place, but one of my friends did. That'd have been cool if the place did it. I did have a Steak and Shake do that one time. They gave me a free bowl of chili. Because all my other friends were eating. I didn't have any money at the time. The waitress was like, oh, we got an extra thing of chili. And I was like, yay. No, I really like these. They maintain that, like, awesome Funyun crunch, that awesome Funyun taste. Where it's got that, just, that nice sort of oniony, like, oniony powder kind of flavor to it. It doesn't taste like fresh onions. But then, with, I guess it's trying to do, like, the bloomin' onion, which, famously from Outback. Which I have had, but not in a long time. I haven't been to an Outback in I don't know how long. But yeah, there's more oomph to it, more pop. Almost a little bit of a tanginess, I really like these. They're almost giving me a little bit of a grilled onion vibe. Which, if you watch my channel, you know that, well, I'm not a big onion guy in general. I have become a grilled onion convert over the course of doing the show, and I'm actually a big fan of them now. So it's a little tangy, a little extra savory, but again, still maintains that core Funyun aspect. These are what the hell they should... And why, if you're doing that anyway, why didn't you just do a collaboration with Outback? You could have made that happen. Like, I'm certain of it. I'll broker the deal. Trust me. Just get me in there. We'll get it down. I like these a bunch. They're just extra seasoned. Again, I like that little bit of tanginess to it. These are really good. I like these a whole bunch. But, 2 questions have to be asked. Would I get them again? Would I recommend them? I mean, do I really have to ask those? Yes and yes. I think these are fantastic. Now, I will say this. I wouldn't say I would necessarily like them more than I like normal Funyuns. I think, for Funyun's sake, I would probably still go with just straight up normal Funyuns. But I like that these are an option. And I very genuinely hope that they keep these around. I'll let you keep the Flamin' Hot ones. I know some people dig those. Not my big thing, but, that's fine. Let's get rid of the queso ones. I wanted to love the queso ones, but I don't feel like they really delivered. Again, watch my review if you want my full take on it. And the Maro-chan ones, as far as I can tell, those are already pretty much off the shelves. So, again, I reviewed that. But these I like a lot. I think they're tasty. I think they do exactly what I was hoping they would do. And having them as that secondary option, yeah, man, because sometimes, look, I'll eat Funyuns whenever. I once ate a Funyun that fell out of my bag and fell on the floor of a school bus that I was riding in high school. That's how much I like Funyuns. But at the same time, having this extra option, it's like when you got to Mega Man X4, right? You've been playing as Mega Man this whole time. He's Mega Man. He's X, but he's kicking ass. He's doing stuff. He's a super fighting robot. Again, that's Mega Man, not X. And then in number 3, you get a little bit of a taste. They let you play with Zero a little bit. And then by number 4, now you've got Zero. Right? So now you've got 2 playable characters to work with, and they're both awesome in their own ways. And that's how I feel about these. This is the X and Zero. Flamin' Hot can be the Axel. But anyway, and I would definitely recommend these. I think that if you run into these, if you already enjoy Funyuns, there's no reason to not try these. They might not be exactly your jam, but like, again, considering that I am, I guess, a Funyun snob for what it might be, called, the fact that I really dig these says a lot. 5 things before I get out of here. Have yourself a great rest of your day, spectacular rest of your week, monumental rest of your month, stupendous rest of your year. Folks over there themselves are truly... I need to go get water after I finish this review, I just realized. Fantastic rest of your life. Final 2 things. Number 1, try to bring some positivity into the world. It's not always possible. It is, however, always appreciated. But what you do if you can't do it all the time, I know I can't do it all the time. Here's what you're going to do, folks. You're going to try not to be an asshole. Folks, it's not always the easiest thing in the world to not be an asshole. Trust me. I know it. I live it. I'm out there every day with you in it. Life can be stressful and frustrating and just bullshit sometimes, folks. And when we find ourselves in situations where we have to deal with said bullshit, it's important we go over there whenever possible. Take a step back, try to mitigate the level of assholishness in our lives, hopefully do better for ourselves and for those around us. Very final thing, folks, do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Folks, what's your personal opinion when it comes to Funyuns? Are you a traditional Funyun flavor lover like me? Or are you more, maybe you're Flamin' Hot, hell, maybe you're queso, maybe you're the Maruchan. Though I will say, every single person I talked to who tried the Maruchan said the exact same thing, that they were really disappointed in those. You could have done better Funyuns than Maruchan, but it's nice to see that they at least the Funyuns end of things, they redeem things a little bit. Maruchan doesn't really do all that much, realistically, like in terms of like new stuff, at least not here in America. Maybe they do in Japan, but it's like, they've pretty much been riding the same flavors for a while now. But anyway, bye.